What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 16th of April. We're taking a look at Arcblock / Tether on this Tuesday morning. Quite the sell-off yesterday in the markets, to say the least. Cryptocurrencies took a tumble. Stock market took a tumble. Arcblock took a tumble. We're going to talk about some lower end, some upper price areas to keep an eye on as price continues to trade here. Guys, welcome to the channel. Appreciate all of the support. So let's do a quick recap here on Arcblock. It has been a couple days to talk about what's been going on and my thoughts moving forward in either direction here, guys. So on the screen, we have a daily chart. This is the Gate.io chart. We're on tradingview.com, free service. We have Arcblock was in a cup with handle. You can see we had the nice rounding bottom here, and then we formed the handle. We had a breakout, took place over on the 3rd of April, a little bit of indecision on the 4th, and some follow through on the 5th, and then went up to make a almost perfect run to $3.06, which was the upper target. I used to have that on the screen. It said 306 with a price level. Well, we didn't quite get there. We got very, very close. Looks like we hit a high of $3. So we were 6 cents off of hitting that target, and we rolled over the cup with handle target. My upper resistance at the time was 289 was my highest, and that's in red up here. That's a red horizontal line on the chart. So we did hit that target and got pushed back down. There's a whole cluster of price targets up here. So it really put some weight on the price moving any higher. And you can see we've been trading back here. So price actually, interestingly enough, is finding support at an old area of resistance. So we have this old area of resistance right here at 211. That's this purple line on the chart. That's the old high. That was actually the entry zone of the cup with handle. So it was resistance. It got broke to the upside over here on the 3rd and 4th. Markets rallied. Markets are pulling back. Look at the support, the candle wick that came in on the 14th of April. Pulled back down into that area, got pushed back up. So we have 13th, 14th, 15th, and so far today, the 16th, all finding support at the 211 price level. Some days didn't quite get under that area, but we're all very close right in here. So we'll see if this holds, and do we start to see the price actually move back to the upside. So it's, what we don't want to see is a close below 211. Let's see, 211.05. We don't want to see a close below that. If that's the case, then we want to watch the lows from the 14th of April for them to hold. If they don't hold, then we actually have two new price levels to talk about below the market. Those are $1.94. That's this green line on the chart, 194.380. That's a potential area of support and a target to look for if markets do continue lower, guys. We also have a target number 2 down there at $1.77.6. That's this green line on the chart. So we have 2 below the market. If the price gets back below 211, closes below 211, takes out the lows from the 14th, 194.380, 177.600, guys. Let's look at what that would look like on a percentage to the downside. So we have about a 9.2 and a 17.1% move lower. And that'll definitely erase all of the cup with handle gains, which are just about at break even right now because the entry was just about right here on the highs of the 28th of March. Those would have been 208. So keep your eye on those 3 areas if price does continue to sell off. 211, 194, 177. working from highest down to the lowest, guys. Let's talk about the bullish scenario here. So we have this similar to this move right here. Let me circle it for you. Similar to this pullback right here, this left-hand side of the cup where we kind of wedged down. Well, we're doing something similar right here. We're kind of wedging to the downside and looking for a move back higher. Well, we have what appears to be some nice solid lows in place that took place on the 14th of April. Those lows are $1.98.4. And we have a couple targets we want to talk about above the market. We have one starting us out at $3.07. That's this green line on the chart right here. I have an arrow pointing to it. $3.07. That's something to keep an eye on if this price does start to break out or start to move higher. And that's going to look like a 42% move higher at 307. We have another one up there at 351. These are all new targets, guys. 351. These are all new targets. And that is going to look like on a percentage to the upside about 63% higher, guys. So the key is we want to see our lows hold on the 14th of April. Those are $1.98. So if price continues to trade sideways and then takes out and starts making new lows, getting us down to our two targets we talked about below the market, well, then these upper targets here will have changed and will no longer be valid. But if we start to rally to the upside here, I would keep an eye on these as for areas of resistance, just like price found resistance up in here at the 289 level. So it was something to keep an eye on as this move started to take place higher. The same goes with these 307 and 351. So we have a 63% move to our 351. We have a 42% move to our 307. If we start to trade lower, we're at about a 10 or so percent move lower to our 194, and our 177 is going to put you down about 17 or so percent from where we're currently trading, guys. Something else you could do is we're going to move these fib levels over to this most recent pullback here. And we need a major swing high and a swing low. So we'll take the highs from the 10th of April and we'll take our lows from the 14th of April, assuming that, well, those are the lows right now. So what this can do for you is give you some areas to look for as price also. And if it does trade higher. So you can see what these fib levels give us. We have the 1618 up there, about 387, and so on higher, 2618, 585. So obviously these are going to need a very strong market to get the price up to these levels, but it's a nice roadmap to have in place on your chart before the price gets there. That's why I also have all of these price levels on my chart, because as price was trading up here, rallying out of this cup with handle, we had 306 as the target based on the depth of the cup. But my personal highest target was up there at 289, and the market's that's basically where they topped out. They both 3 days traded a little higher, but overall that was the highest resistance level target I had. So quick recap here: 351, 307 are the upside new targets, right here and right here. And then if we do continue to trade lower and put in new lows, we have $1.94 and $1.77. Let's take a look over at the Bitcoin chart. See what's going on. A pretty nasty day yesterday for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin continuing to chop around and find support at an important area. 62,206 is that level, guys. Really want to see that hold. If not, we're heading lower, much lower. We have a 6205, and then we have a 54,599. That's right here, as well as way down here. So this is a concern here of a rounding topping pattern. We have a very important zone here at 62,206 for support. So we want to see that hold. If we take off like a rocket here to the upside, we have two new targets above the market we talked about recently, 73,804 and 78,980. That's these two green lines on the chart. So that's going to put us up into new highs and carry the rest of the market with it. Big time, no doubt about that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let's see what happens. Let me know what you think is going to happen in these markets. It's a little dicey right now. Be careful. Just have an open mind of what's possible, both lower and potentially higher if these markets do decide to rally. Thanks for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Have a great day.